Hello, college football fans. Welcome to the Sports Story. Today I'm going to talk about how irrelevant the FBS regular season is. The FBS is the only league that doesn't allow everybody to have a shot at a playoff. You take a look at everything else, the NBA, Major League Baseball, the NFL, FCS, Division II, Division III, high school, everywhere. Everybody gets a shot at being a champion of their particular league, except for in the FBS. You can go undefeated in the FBS in one of the non-Power 2 conferences, and it doesn't mean anything. You get left home. You get left out. You get to sit around at home and go, man, we could have been there, but the big boys didn't want us to play, so we have to go sit somewhere else. We don't even get a shot to prove who we are. We don't get a shot to prove that we are champions. We are just stuck with, well, here, this is just the way it is. Why is it that the FBS feels that they can just do anything different from the rest of the world and sit here and say that, well, it's the best regular season ever? No, it's not. It means nothing. 75% of the teams are eliminated before the season even starts. If you're not in the Big Ten or SEC, what does the regular season mean? Nothing. It means nothing. Florida State, perfect example this year, goes undefeated. Top four going into the championship week. And what do they get? They get kicked out because they have a backup quarterback. They had the backup quarterback for the last several weeks. Why were they still in the top four? Why did they get bumped out? If they weren't good enough 2 weeks ago, why is it they weren't bumped out then? Why are they left still being ranked in the top four? Makes no sense at all. Other than we had to get an SEC school into the playoff, which makes the regular season irrelevant for about 75% of college football. And if you're in the MAC, Conference USA, Sun Belt, the Mountain West, or the American, your season's already totally irrelevant, and you stand a 0% chance of ever making the playoff. However, with the new playoff coming, you will have a slight chance. We could have two undefeated teams in two different conferences. One of them's getting in, the other one's not. Somebody's getting left out. Until we have a true playoff, like everybody else, take your conference champions, have all of them make the playoff, and then throw in however many at-large bids you want to put in there, and then have a real playoff. Not this invitational that we have now. This isn't a playoff. This is an invitational. They are invited to play for a championship. There's no criteria that says you do this X, Y, Z, and you're in. Every other league in the world has criteria to get into a championship. The only league that does not is FBS. And I don't understand why you can't figure out how to get big time college football to figure out the more teams you invite, the more interest there is from the fans. The playoffs are going to be astronomical in what they're going to bring in. The amount of money they're going to bring in from a legitimate playoff, and I'm saying legitimate kindly, because it's still not really a playoff, because not everybody's getting in. Yes, your Power 5s are going to get in. Power 4, now that the Pac-12 is no longer going to be a Power 5, the Power 4 will get in, and we'll have to see what happens with the ACC, because they may not be considered a power conference here in about 3 or 4 years anyway. It'll be interesting to see when this new contract, the 12-team conference or 12-team playoff, the expires here in a couple of years. will it go to 16? I see a push for going to 16. Why wouldn't Alabama want to have a game on their campus instead of just having a bye? Especially if we're going to keep the bowl games involved. Alabama could have a bowl game or a playoff game on their campus, first round playoff game on their campus, or Georgia or Michigan or Ohio State. They could have a first round playoff game on their campus and make money off that. Why wouldn't they do that? I see it going to 16, and then hopefully when it does go to 16, they decide, hey, we're going to include all conference champions. Then we're going to have a legitimate playoff. I'm not asking to put in 3 teams from the MAC. I'm asking to put 1 in. Conference champions should have a shot to play for a championship, just like in all other leagues, where the division champion, your district champion, your league champions, they all get a shot to play for a championship. The only league that does not do this, is the FBS. Thank you for listening. Leave your comments down below. If you like my content, hit the like button. If you dislike this, hit the dislike button. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. So until next time, everybody, peace out.